Facts First presents. Only someone with an IQ over 130 can ace this quiz. When it comes to eventful time periods, it's easy to believe that the 20th century was the most eventful. During these 100 years, we saw 2 world wars, social and economic change on a global level, and we watched in awe as new technology had gone places we never expected. During those 100 years, plenty happened. You think you could pass a test based on the 20th century? Only somebody with an IQ over 130 can ace this quiz. So grab a piece of paper and a pencil or pen and keep track as we go through the test. Question 1. This artist was known for his abstract paintings. Was it A. Henri Matisse, B. André Derian, C. Pablo Picasso, or D. Albert Gleized? If you guessed D. Albert Gleized, you're right. Question 2. This man was both a gangster and a businessman. Is this A. Al Capone, B. Johnny Torrio, C. Babyface Nelson, or D. Frank Costello? If you guessed A. Al Capone, you're right. He was a crime boss during the Prohibition era in Chicago and died at only 33 years old. Question 3. This man started small and eventually created an empire. Is he A. Thomas Edison, B. Vincent van Gogh, C. Walt Disney, or D. Henry Ford? If you guessed C. Walt Disney, you're right. He single-handedly created the Disney Empire. Question 4. This man has done things that few of us have ever done. Is this A. Neil Armstrong, B. Buzz Aldrin, C. Diego Maradona, or D. Buddy Holly? If you guessed A. Neil Armstrong, you're right. He was the first man to walk on the moon, and he also coined the phrase, "one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Question 5. Who is this famous pop star? A. Michael Jackson, B. Lionel Richie, C. Smokey Robinson, or D. Prince? If you guessed A. Michael Jackson, you're right. His appearance may have changed a lot between the time his first photo was taken and his death, but he'll always be known as the King of Pop. Question 6. Who is this renowned Army general? A. Dwight D. Eisenhower, B. George S. Patton, C. James Mathis, or D. Douglas MacArthur? If you guessed B. George S. Patton, you're right. He was a senior officer in the United States Army during World War II. Question 7. Who is this classy woman? A. Queen Elizabeth II, B. Coco Chanel, C. Yves Saint Laurent, or D. Christian Dior? If you guessed B. Coco Chanel, you're right. Coco Chanel was a French fashion designer and the founder of Chanel. After designing a clothing line, she expanded the company to include accessories, jewelry, and perfume. Question number 8. He was part of a political dynasty and served as the 64th United States Attorney General. Who is he? A. Robert F. Kennedy, B. John F. Kennedy, C. George H.W. Bush, or D. Theodore Roosevelt? If you guessed A. Robert F. Kennedy, you're correct. He was the younger brother of JFK, the 35th President of the U.S. Like his brother, he was also assassinated. John F. Kennedy was assassinated in 1963, Robert F. Kennedy in 1968. Question 9. This man was an inventor, engineer, and futurist. Who is he? A. Albert Einstein, B. Charles Lindbergh, C. Nikola Tesla, D. James Dyson? If you guessed C, you're correct. Nikola Tesla. Over the 86 years he was alive, he made some notable contributions. He developed the modern AC electricity supply system, and he has many things named after him. The most popular is Tesla Inc., the American electric car manufacturer. Question 10. Who is this humanitarian? A. Christine Pearson, B. Indira Gandhi, C. Mother Teresa, D. Louisa May Alcott? If you guessed C, Mother Teresa, you are correct. Mother Teresa founded the Missionaries Charity, a worldwide charity that's devoted to helping people in need. In 2016, she was canonized a saint due to the many contributions that she's made in her life. Question 11. Which United States president is this? A. Woodrow Wilson, B. Bill Clinton, C. Ronald Reagan, D. Jimmy Carter. If you guessed C. Ronald Reagan, you're right. Reagan was the 40th President of the United States. He was president from 1981 to 1989. Before becoming president, he was a Hollywood actor and also the 33rd Governor of California. Question 12. Who is this angst rock and roll singer? A. Janis Joplin, B. Joan Baez, C. Patti Smith, D. Amy Winehouse. If you guessed Janis Joplin, A, you're right. Janis Joplin was a very popular singer and songwriter in the 1960s. She is said to have been the greatest female singer of her time. Sadly, she died of a heroin overdose at the young age of only 27. Question 13. Who is this legendary basketball player? A. Mike Bibby, B. Shaquille O'Neal, C. Michael Jordan, D. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If you guessed C. Michael Jordan, you're right. Michael Jordan played in the NBA for 15 years for the Washington Wizards and then the Chicago Bulls. He's regarded as the best basketball player of all time. Today, he's the owner and chairman of the Charlotte Hornets. Question 14. She was famous during the Hollywood Golden Age. Who is she? A. Anne Margaret, B. Anya Storyberg, C. Carol Baker, D. Audrey Hepburn. If you guessed D. Audrey Hepburn, you're right. Audrey Hepburn became famous for Breakfast at Tiffany's, My Fair Lady, Sabrina, and many more. She was the it actress of her day. Question 15. He was a minister before becoming a television personality. Who is this? A. Bobby Burke, B. Zach Bagans, C. Fred Rogers, D. Dan Andelman. If you guessed C. Fred Rogers, you're right. He went from being an ordained Presbyterian minister to being the star of the PBS preschool TV show Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. So how'd you do? How many questions did you guess correctly? Be honest about it and tell us in the comments. And subscribe for more.